What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of news to talk about today. I have 4 things that you probably need to know that I'll keep, quick, fast, in a hurry and let you know in the needs to know segment. As always, if you guys can, double check to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel because that would help a lot, and leave a like on the video because again, that helps with the algorithm. And yeah, let's get into the needs to know segment. Just some quick things you probably need to know. First thing that you probably need to know is that Guilty Gear Strive, the fighting game made by Arxis, came out with their first DLC 1 pack, and apparently the new character that is coming out is the name of a guy named Gold Lewis Dickinson. he's a big chunky wonky guy who has a casket as a weapon, and inside the casket I think there is a ghost, and also there's also guns and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be coming out soon. Number 2, what you probably need to know in music, Kanye West, his new album Donda is coming out tomorrow. Curious to see how it's going to be. Again, we talked about this last episode. I mean, I used to be a huge fan of Kanye West back in the day with his old school music. Some of his new school music is kind of good too, but I was more of a old school kind of Kanye. So I'm curious to see what he's going to be putting up on this album, especially after his breakup with Kim. It's going to be interesting to say the least. Number 3, and what you probably need to know, which you probably already know, but H3H3 said the Blue Origin rocket successfully launched and landed. The passengers were Jeff Bezos, his brother Mark Bezos, Oliver Damon, who was 18 and the youngest person to go to space, and finally Wally Funk, who was 82 and the oldest person to go to space. So yeah, TLDR, a billionaire and his friends and families went into space in a rocket that looked like a penis. Yeah. Last but not least, what you probably need to know, Twitter is adding dislikes, apparently, to their system. Dislikes aren't public or visible to the author, while likes are. They both help us understand what people think. It's valuable to the conversation. So, I mean, I'm curious to see how it goes and how it plays out. Like YouTube has likes and dislikes, and it kind of helps us to know if the video is kind of crappy or not. So when they got rid of the dislikes, kind of sucks. Whereas here, it looks like Twitter is adding dislikes to it. So, I mean, if we do like the dislike system in the YouTube system, I'm curious to see how it's going to be played out on the Twitter system. My only concern is that people are probably going to abuse it terribly in a way to probably just, troll, because that's what Twitter is. But yeah, those are the things that you probably need to know. Now, let's get to the topics you guys want to talk about. So guys, yeah, everyone wants to talk about this Pokimane Unite. It's a game that just came out yesterday. It's Pokemon's version of League of Legends, and listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you this. It's actually fire. It's actually pretty good. It takes all the good things about League of Legends and leaves out all the toxic stuff, like being called the N-word 5 seconds into a game because maybe you don't know how to play that well. It's got a whole bunch of Pokemon that you guys know, Pikachu, Charmander, Lucario, Venusaur, all that jazz, and it's addictive. I played it for 6 hours yesterday on Twitch, and the public response to it has been extremely positive. Everyone seems to be enjoying it and having fun. The gameplay, the games are much faster. It's free to play. If I didn't already mention, it's free to play. You can use money to kind of buy like costumes and stuff like that, but if you just grind the game, you can get everything you want in the game as well. I will say this game is not perfect, but for a day 1 release, it was very hard for me to put it down, and this game has absolutely incredible potential. It's wild how Pokemon can just come out and make a game and potentially just destroy League of Legends. Will this beat League of Legends? Will this like cancel League of Legends? Yeah, it will definitely harm their viewer base, especially people who've been playing League of Legends for years and come into this and just start, enjoying their life. But yeah, that's Pokimane Unite. Let me know how you guys feel about it. This character right here, by the way, Zero Aura, is absolutely broken right now. It probably needs a nerf. But again, day 1, now is day 2. It's free to play. Go ahead and try it. I think you guys will like it. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and talk about this Activision Blizzard situation that's been happening. I don't know if you guys know, Activision is trending with over 100,000 impressions. And apparently it has to do with some disgusting workplace culture that I'm actually kind of familiar with, just coming from my own kind of corporate work culture. So when I read into this, I was not surprised, but I was also actually equally disgusted to see what was actually happening here. And it's basically a huge target campaign against women. It's happening with Blizzard slash Activision. If you guys don't know, Blizzard is the gaming company that basically creates Call of Duty and World of Warcraft. They're huge, they're ginormous, and this thing is it's gotten really bad. So this tweet says the California state government has filed a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard for some truly horrifying workplace issues, including what the lawsuit alleges as frat culture at work. And I'm gonna go ahead and read these 2 things for you guys here. It says, number 5, defendants have also fostered a perversive frat boy workplace culture that continues to thrive. 5. In the office, women are subjected to cube crawls, in which male employees drink copious amounts of alcohol as they crawl their way through various cubicles in the office, and often engage in inappropriate behavior toward female employees. What in the ham-fat? Is that true? That's absolutely wild. Male employees proudly come into work hungover, play video games for long periods of time during work while delegating their responsibility to female employees, engage in banter about their sexual encounters, talk openly about female bodies, and joke about art. Wow, that's absolutely abhorrent and disgusting. This is coming straight from the lawsuit, guys, by the way. It says here, in another example, a female employee who worked at Blizzard Entertainment was assigned to a lower level, denied equal pay, and passed over for a promotion despite multiple factors that suggested she earned it. Okay, number 1, highly rated performance review. She generated significantly more revenue in her marketing campaigns than her male counterpart, and she ran almost twice as many campaigns as her male counterpart. Now, despite her accomplishments, her male counterpart was invited to have monthly or weekly one-on-one meetings with the VP. She was not afforded these same opportunities and unsurprisingly was passed over for a promotion in favor of her male counterpart. Number 37, similarly, other female employees at Blizzard Entertainment were assigned to lower level roles, denied equal pay, and further delayed or passed over for promotions in favor of male counterparts who lacked the same experience or qualifications, but who were friends with the male head of the unit. A newly promoted male supervisor delegated his responsibility to his now female subordinates in favor of playing Call of Duty. Other male supervisors would refuse to communicate with female employees, going to their male counterparts for information. Wow. This is absolutely freaking gross. Continuing with the tweet, it says the investigation has been ongoing since 2018. The lawsuit states that the state government attempted to work with Activision Blizzard to resolve the issues without reaching litigation stage, but Activision failed to resolve the issues with standards the government expected. So they got warned about this. They got warned and said, hey, yo, your culture, your investigation, you guys are about to get sued. This lawsuit's going to happen. You got ways to remedy it. And they couldn't even do that? Like, bro. And then the last tweet here says, update, Activision Blizzard issued a lengthy statement to IGN about the lawsuit saying, quote, we are confident in our ability to demonstrate our practices as an equal opportunity employer that fosters... Okay, that's a whole lot of nothing. I don't know if they're saying, hey, we're going to do better going forward, or if they're basically saying what happened in the past didn't happen. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Activision was trending on Twitter with over 110,000 impressions. That's how many people are talking about the situation. It's a really big deal in the gaming industry. And just reading some of the top tweets about people talking about the situation in terms of just typing in Activision on Twitter, this person said, cancel your World of Warcraft subscription, stop playing Overwatch, stop supporting Activision Blizzard in any capacity. They need to be held accountable. Even that isn't enough. Continuing, the game industry is not a safe place for women, and my heart goes out to those at Activision Blizzard and all others. If you are a man in this industry and do not speak up out and you hear or have witnessed harassment and misogyny, you are part of the problem. Voodooheart said Activision ain't gonna do F all unless you uninstall Warzone and start playing a game from their competitors. Delete that 250 gigabyte cancer and play something else. And guys, Zach Asmongold, okay, this guy he's the biggest streamer that I know of in terms of World of Warcraft streaming. Probably the biggest and has probably been doing it for the longest. He made a tweet about it saying, shameful to hear about what's been reportedly going on at Blizzard. As a 20+ year fan, it really hurts to see how things have devolved in such an awful way. Just makes me sad, which is huge because this guy is like a huge representation for Blizzard when it comes to World of Warcraft. And yeah, this timing is actually weird. There's no such thing as coincidence, fellas. But he's been streaming Final Fantasy 14, which has been absolutely been blowing up. Final Fantasy 14 is a MMORPG that kind of competes with World of Warcraft, and it's been growing in popularity since Asmongold has been streaming it. And as of November, I believe I said October last time, but as of November, they're going to have this new expansion pack called Endwalker that people are excited for. This seems to be like the perfect opportunity for people to just, you know, chill and stop playing World of Warcraft and go straight over to Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 is absolutely fire, by the way. Anyway, yeah, guys, in my opinion, I am not surprised to hear about this information, and it is absolutely terrible and disgusting, and I truly believe that the events that happened here actually happened. The gaming industry is not kind to women. Okay, we know that for a fact. Okay, you can see it in the toxic Twitch culture. You can see it in the corporate workforce. It's not kind of women. It makes it very hard for them to be inclusive in there. It makes it hard when you go to conventions and you see a lot of women talking about their situations, about being harassed. It's not good. When it comes to this situation with Activision, I 100% believe that it happened. Okay, as a guy myself, being in the corporate work world and being in a place where I was like the only black person with like 100 white people in my in my office, that is not a cap. I have been subjected to a lot of, I want to say, discrimination. And I have actually seen women also being subjected to that same discrimination. And, you know, when you try to call it out, you basically get kicked out. It exists and it sucks. And this situation with Activision / Blizzard, it's bad. It's going to end up really bad for them. I don't even know what they're going to do to shrug off this PR because they done goofed. They're getting sued by the god-daggone state of California, bro. And the details in this lawsuit is absolutely horrid and disgusting. And there are some great alternatives to freaking World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, okay? Great alternatives. So in my opinion, guys, hop off that train, play some Final Fantasy 14. Let me know how you guys feel about this situation. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely abhorrent. Let me know. And all right, guys, okay, we're going to wrap up with this. A lot of you guys asked me to talk about this situation, which... We've been talking about the whole gambling thing on Twitch for a while and how streamers have basically been gambling on their Twitch streams and getting paid like millions of dollars to do so. And the pros and cons of it, most of them cons. And it's kind of evolved because H3 from the H3 podcast has inserted himself into the situation. I think as of yesterday, he had a podcast where he invited xQc, huge Twitch streamer, Mizkif, Hasan, maybe Trainwrecks. I forget the exact people. I'll let you guys know in details, but you guys pointed me again to Dexerto, my favorite people. This article that talks about the situation and gives a summary of it. So let's go ahead and read through. xQc thinks Twitch drinking streams are as dangerous as gambling. Okay, that's pivoting and redirecting the issue of gambling and pushing it towards drinking, which is again doesn't actually solve anything. It says here in a heated podcast featuring Trainwrecks, H3H3, and Hasan, star streamer Felix xQc went further than just calling out gambling streams. He pointed to streamers promoting smoking and alcohol on their broadcast, like Mizkif's Fireball Fridays, as being just as dangerous. Ooh. Okay. The debate surrounding gambling streams on Twitch has hit fever pitch with the July 21st podcast between Ethan Klein, Hasan Piker, Trainwrecks, and xQc. All these guys are huge streamers except for Ethan, who I believe actually just started a Twitch just so that he can have these debates. I'm guessing this is his new shtick after Frenemies is now finally over. And yeah, it's getting a lot of attention, so I guess it's working. After xQc labeled the initial podcast with H3H3, which he wasn't on, unfair and shameless to gambling streamers like Aiden Ross and Trainwrecks, the scope of dangerous streams has now expanded. Oh God. So this is called mutual destruction. If you're gonna come after somebody, me for gambling, well, I'm gonna come after you for drinking. I'm gonna come after you for smoking. All right, you wanna come after me and cancel me for my bad behavior. What about your bad behavior? All right, this is getting kind of wild. Hasan and xQc got into a heated exchange regarding the regulation of gambling and other dangerous vices, with the French Canadian adding that drinking and smoking streams can cause as much damage as gambling does. Let's read this out. Let's see what xQc has to say.
The mental health is dangerous.
Would you do an affiliate code for smoking cigarettes on stream if you were paid enough money?
I don't know. You were the one sitting here the other day with Mizkif who was Friday Fireballs, and you didn't seem to bringing that up.
I'm
would be an issue.
Yeah.
No,
there's
I'm
a
fighting back.
There's a difference between alcohol and cigarettes. Would you?
Oh, there's
a difference.
And there's still regulation.
No,
there's
backpedal.
Regulation surrounding.
Backpedal.
I like Ethan just sitting here smiling. Okay, so yeah, the long and short of it seems to be that, you know, like xQc, Aiden Ross, Trainwrecks TV, they're trying to defend their right to stream gambling on twitch.tv, while everyone is basically saying like, hey, this is really bad. Okay, people like Hasan and Mizkif and H3 are basically like, what you're doing, what you're selling is not something that people should be buying, and it's incredibly unhealthy, and it's some very terrible vices. And they seem to be trying to persuade them, but you can't persuade them because they're getting paid way too much money, man. Like, these streamers are making too much money. And if you think about it that way, think about it, if these streamers are making like millions of dollars, then the companies are probably making more, okay? Because there's no reason that these streaming gambling websites would not be marketing and selling and paying these guys off so much if they weren't making 5 times over, more than likely. Like these companies like Stake. Actually, now I think about it, I think there was an article or a clip that was done by Pokimane. So Pokimane actually weighed in on the situation. I'm going to find it for you guys. I remember seeing it floating around somewhere. All right, here it is, found it. I remember seeing this last night somewhere on Twitter. I saw Pokimane had something to say about it. I don't remember what she said, but curious to see what she has to say about this whole situation that she was weighing in on about the entire gambling fiasco.
I'm down 2.5 mil, so I'm a great example for why you shouldn't gamble. That's his perspective. But the issue is, he is convincing himself copium levels that's true, when in reality he has no data or evidence to back that up. However, we do have evidence to the contrary, which is the fact that these companies are giving him money every single month, which means that his viewers are indeed losing money on these sites every single month. So as much as you want to say that the tactics you do and the precautions you give prevent people from gambling, ultimately you are losing people money, and the proof is in the check you get every month. That's it.
So yeah, that's the end of the clip, and that was just 100% facts. And kind of basically, you know, leads to kind of what I was basically saying as well. Like, these guys are paying a lot of money to these streamers to play these games, and the reason why they continue to pay these guys, because what they're doing works. You know what I'm saying? Like, if these campaigns didn't work, if they didn't, they'd stop paying them. It would be money down the drain. Okay, so it means that it's working, which means that there are a lot of people losing money, which means that the viewers, the people that they're showing these off, are losing more money than what they're actually making. Like she just said, the proof is in the pudding. I ain't never seen Pokimane spit facts like that, but that's just 100% straight fact. So you guys, that's the gambling situation. In my opinion, I mean, to be honest, I just wish one of these guys would just be more like transparent and clear and be like, look, I'm just doing it for the money. You guys have a great point. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna just take the cash grab. Like, for real, I would respect that. Outside of trying to kind of like persuade people that gambling is somehow like okay to, well, you know, you guys are doing this thing, kind of like pivoting or trying to take the message and spin it around. No, just admit it, okay? The money, the bank, you want it. It's a lot of money. You like it. Should you be doing it? Questionable. And admitting that, yeah, there are some faults to what you're doing, but you're still going to go forward with it anyway. I can respect that, because now I know where you stand. But trying to kind of dance around the subject and pretend you don't see what the problem is I don't know. It seems kind of shady. It seems kind of deceptive when you know daggone well the result is your audience losing lots of money because you're streaming a game where you're making lots of money. It's just a lot of shady business, especially like Aiden Ross. Like, I've been seeing a lot of news about Aiden Ross. I think I saw some clip on Twitter where he was talking about a pump and dump scheme. He was getting his hair cut or something like that. And he's like, yeah, that was a pump and dump. Like, literally just, you know, confess and admit it to some information or situation like that. So it's just, I don't know, bro. It's all shady. It's all scheming. Let me know how you guys feel about the situation. Maybe you guys feel differently about this whole gambling situation. But I feel like predominantly the most part, most people agree that it's super shady. And the businesses that run it and pay these streamers are also kind of shady as well. But yeah, you guys let me know. Hey guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thanks for listening. If you made it to the end, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Brush your teeth, floss, and yeah, take it easy. Peace.